been thinking about something today that I learned from the book What Happened to You by Dr. Bruce Perry and Oprah Winfrey. And it's the idea of microdosing trauma healing. This is basically the idea that when somebody is processing or healing their trauma, you want them to be in control of it. They control the narrative. This is often because the opposite of trauma is choice, because often the things that traumatized us were beyond our control. So at least part of the healing should be in your control. The example that the book gives is a little boy who witnessed his mother murdered. And this boy is at the grocery store with his dad, and the boy says to the cashier, unprompted, "I saw my mommy get murdered." That was it. 3 seconds, done. The father, being, in his mind, a good father, thought, oh, my son wants to process this trauma. This is a good opportunity. So as they're leaving, he tries to give his son space. You want to talk more about mommy? It's okay, I can listen. And the little boy just covers his ears and it starts kind of like freaking out and starts running through the parking lot. And the dad thinks, oh my God, my son is trying to get hit by a car and kill himself. When in fact, no, his son was going into a fight or flight trauma response. As the father was pressuring him to continue talking about this traumatic memory, but the boy didn't want to talk about it anymore. He had already done it. He didn't need to process anymore, and he wanted to be in control of his healing. This is why sometimes when we talk about our trauma with a friend, it might just be, 5 or 10 seconds out of the whole conversation. So be mindful when someone does start sharing something like that with you. Let them decide when they want to stop. Don't pressure them to go on if they don't want to. This is part of why EMDR is also really helpful, because as a therapist, I'm not pushing the client to talk about their trauma. The client is in complete control of what they want to share, how they want to process it. I'm just listening. I'm kind of guiding a process, but if at any point they don't want to do it anymore, I don't push them. They're in control of their healing. And in that way, we microdose healing trauma.